Good afternoon, CFM. This is Coach Matt with our Tuesday workout. We're going to start off with 3 rounds of 12 calories on your choice of row, bike, or ski. And then I want you to get 6 reps on each side of our drinking bird. So short stagger stance, both knees bent, and we're just gently hinging forward until you feel a really good stretch in that hamstring. Notice where my eyes are and my vision is. I'm looking out front. I'm keeping my posture back as I do this. A lot of times it can be tempting to just kind of relax my upper back and just kind of roll my body towards the floor. So I'm getting some hip hinge there, but I'm also getting a lot of spinal flexion. And the goal, especially before we do deadlifts, of this action is to brace the spine, right? Maintain all of the rigidity in the muscles in the back and the torso while I am stepping and hinging like so, okay? Next one is gonna be the foam roller prayer stretch. So this is just a upper back and lat stretch. We'll start on hands and knees right here. I'd like to do my thumbs up, and as I roll that foam roller forward, I'm pulling my hips backwards and trying to drive my head through my arms, and then sitting up and pulling my elbows back towards my body. And then extending forward and pushing my head through, pull back, extend forward, push my head through. Okay, so we'll get 10 reps of that. And then straddle roll-ups, alternating sides. So start off on my back, roll back, kind of like a candlestick. And then as I roll forward, I'm splitting my legs apart and reaching to one side, roll back, split my legs apart, reach to the other side. So those are straddle roll-ups like that. Okay, so 6 and 6. When you finish with that, we'll do our deadlift warm-ups. We are going up to a relatively heavy single today. This is our next to last cycle. So this is the final week in the next to last cycle. So we're gonna be doing our deadlifts on a 5-5-3-3-2-1 on an ascending percentage list, right? So just bracing the back, sliding the bar up the legs and back down. Simple deadlift. No supersets on this week. No supersets on this week. It is just the deadlift. When we are done with the deadlifts, we're gonna clear the bars off the floor, and the only equipment that you need for the interval workout today is a bike, right? And before I start this, I want everyone to look at the format that I have and then see what the best case scenario is for how I run these 4 intervals. And then we pick either the movement or the number of calories, etc., to give you a good chance at getting all of the stuff done, fitting the format relatively well. You don't necessarily have to do the 25 and 20 calories, but that was sort of the target for a very high effort as you start off each of these rounds. So the way that this will go is some very dynamic stuff and then some very static stuff, and feeling the difference between the demand on the body between those two within one interval is the goal on that for this workout. But it is an interval workout, so that means we want to work hard during the work portion and then rest hard during the rest portion, and then repeat counting up the reps as we go, okay? All right, so it'll start off, every round starts off with this buy-in of 25 or 20 calories, and I would like to pick something that I can get done in the low 20s in terms of seconds. So maybe that means you're only doing 5 calories or 17 calories or something like that, but pick an appropriate high intensity number of calories that gets you off the bike before the 30-second mark, and then the remainder of the time we're doing shuttle runs back and forth along the classroom, okay? So once we get off the bike, you gotta immediately go to the shuttle runs, and we're going as fast as you can until the 45-second mark. And at the 45-second mark, we have a 30-second block of jumping squats. So we're just clearing the ground. You don't have to go as high as you can on every round, but I wanna see a full depth squat and then leave the ground at the top. Okay, so jumping squats at the 1 minute 15-second mark, so that's 30 seconds of jumping squats. Then we are going to our plank position, and you're gonna plank until the 2-minute mark. So it's only a 45-second plank, but that's gonna be a very, very challenging plank after you've just gone through the high intensity bike, the high intensity shuttle runs, the high intensity jumping squats, and then I'm making you sit still in a stressed position, okay? After the 2-minute mark, then we rest for a full minute and back on the bikes at the 3, and we're gonna repeat that for 4 rounds total. So it's 4 3-minute intervals, and we are counting shuttle runs plus the squats, but don't subtract I'm sorry, but do not count the squats if you break up the plank. So the plank is like kind of the bookends. So we have the buy-in at the beginning with the calories, and then the buy-out at the end with the plank. And in order to count the shuttle runs and the squats, you got to get both of those done, okay? And that is the workout for today. Hopefully it's a good mental as well as a physical challenge for you. Let me know how you like it, and I'll see you tomorrow.